is all part of a larger process that is taking place now directly and 100% a function of the leaks from Edward Snowden. Without a doubt. And Ron Wyden was at the Center for American Progress yesterday. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch the hour-long speech, we're going to go over some of the highlights right now. Very important stuff. Here is when Wyden starts and talks about the frustration that he had. Now, Glenn Greenwald makes a point in the interview that we'll be running tomorrow that they were aware of it. They could have spoken out against it. Now, of course, they would have been in violation of Senate rules. But here's where Wyden was talking about the frustration of watching public officials lie about this secret law and feeling that he could not in any way publicize this. This is clip number 1.
I had seen government activities conducted under the umbrella of the Patriot Act that I knew would astonish most of our people. At the time, Senate rules about classified information barred me about giving out any specifics. And so we came to describe what was going on as essentially secret law. A secret interpretation of the Patriot Act issued by a secret court that authorizes secret surveillance programs. Programs that I and several colleagues thought went far beyond the intent of the statute. Now, if that's not enough to give pause, then consider that not only were the existence of and the legal justification for these programs kept completely secret from the American people, senior officials from across the government were making statements to the public about domestic surveillance that were clearly misleading statements, and sometimes they were simply false. Senator Mark Udall and I tried again and again to get the executive branch to be straight with the public, but under the classification rules observed by the Senate, we aren't allowed to exactly tap out the truth in Morse code.
Again, the statement from the White House, this blunt approach is not the product of an informed, open, or deliberative process. Wyden goes on to say, no, there was no public discussion of this, and there was no means in which to review how the law has been interpreted. This is number 2.
At a time of understandable panic, the Congress gave the government new surveillance authorities. But the Congress also attached an expiration date to these authorities so that they could be deliberated more carefully once the immediate emergency had passed. Yet in the decade since, the law has been extended several times with no public discussion about how the law has actually been interpreted. The result, the creation of an always expanding, omnipresent surveillance state that now chips away needlessly at the liberties and freedoms our founding fathers established for all of us. And it's all done without the benefit of actually making us safer. So today, here at the center, I'm going to deliver another warning. If we do not seize this unique moment in our constitutional history to reform our surveillance laws and practices, we are all going to live to regret it.